3 rice balls from Family Mart Japan.
美味しいですよ。
すごいですね。
Hello there, I'm Scott. So I've got 3 different rice balls, which I got from the Family Mart. I've got the Salmon Sushi rice ball, looks like this. And I have the ikameshi rice ball, which looks like this. And I've got the big boy here. This is the mega. And this mega rice ball, it's made with grilled pork and mayonnaise. So these come from the Family Mart convenience store. You'll find them all over Japan. But for me personally, I think Lawson always seem to do the best job with their onigiri. I don't know why, they just seem to taste a little bit better. They have better ideas. You might think when you go to the convenience stores, they're pretty much all the same. But I don't know, because I've been living here for quite a while, you tend to be able to find which one you like the best. For me, it's Lawson, but today we're trying some Family Mart. So for a drink today, I've got this namacha, and you can see it looks a bit more cloudy than other bottled tea drinks. So I'm expecting this to be made with nice fresh tea leaves. This is made by the Cuisine company, you can see Cuisine there, who are famous especially for their Cuisine beer. But no beer today, unfortunately. Let's give it a try. Beautiful. It's got a lovely, clear, clean taste, and yeah, you can really taste the fresh green tea leaves. Yeah, it's really nice, and of course, it's going to go really well with these rice balls. So I chose green tea because of the first one, the Salmon Sushi. I thought that would go especially well with this one.
どうもありがとう。
So we're starting off with the Salmon Sushi. So this is kind of a rare one to find in the convenience stores. So I thought I'd snap it up and review it because you don't see it all the time. It appears now and again, so it was a good chance. So let's look at the product description. It's very simple. It's a simple one-hand sushi topped with slices of vinegared salmon. There you go. Can't get much more simple than that, can you? So because this is a rice ball, usually when you have sushi, you have a little bit of soy sauce to dip it in, or maybe some wasabi. But I'm guessing they have designed this rice ball to eat it just as it is, because you can't be walking down the street with a little bowl of soy sauce. Now, can you? I don't know. Maybe some people do. But anyway, so it's got like 2 pieces of salmon, like kind of on the top there. So it's difficult to kind of see here, so let's go in for a nice close look. So the colors are absolutely fantastic. I love this kind of orangey salmon color, and you get a nice layer of salmon. It's not like they've skimped on it, so it's quite a fair bit of salmon by the looks of things. This one was kind of sweating a little bit because yesterday was really hot when I took this video, so yeah, it does look a little bit sweaty, but hopefully today's is not. Okay, let's get it opened up. This one was really easy to open. It just, oh my goodness, it just opens so nicely. Some rice bowls, I find they don't open up quite so nicely. Ho, ho, ho. Does that not look a picture? That is absolutely lovely, isn't it? I'm going to put it on a plate actually. So it's got a fair amount of salmon, I'm sure you'll agree. And as it said in the product description, this is vinegared salmon. So we'll get vinegared salmon and vinegared rice. Let's go in for a bite. So this has a lovely mild flavor. So the thing about salmon I've noticed in Japan is if I ask children, what's your favorite sushi? 90% of the time they say salmon. Why is that? Because it's really mild, it's not overly fishy. It's good for a beginner if you're trying sushi for the first time. So it's got a nice, mild, mellow taste, but you can taste the vinegar, and it's just a really nice package. A really good one if you're not used to eating sushi. Try this one first. And you may be wondering, wait a minute, is it okay to have sushi like this without any soy sauce? Actually, because it is vinegar, it doesn't matter at all. You don't eat any soy sauce with this. Actually, I think if you had soy sauce with it, it would kind of ruin it because it is so mild and gentle. So this was 255 yen, including tax. I think that's pretty good value for money because usually you can buy rice balls for like 120, 130 yen. half this price really, but you're getting some good quality salmon. I'd pay the price for this, no problem. It's kind of a special treat, but yeah, definitely recommend this one. I'd give this a rating of 7 out of 10. It's very simple, but very good quality.
うまい
Next up, we've got the mega rice ball. So it says here, in the writing here, mega omusubi. So omusubi is just another word for onigiri. So they've got two names, omusubi or onigiri. So they use them both depending on the situation. Some people prefer to use musubi, some people onigiri, whatever. But this one is kind of part of, like they've got a campaign right now in Family Mart. I think it's like 40% increase in the volume of each product. And I think this is part of the deal, which is why it's so big. So price-wise, this was 298 yen, which is pretty pricey for a rice ball, I tell you, but it does have a large amount of rice. Let's see what the product description says. A rice ball made with soy sauce seasoned rice, filled with seared pork yakiniku and spicy chili mayo sauce. So it definitely sounds pretty good, eh? So this is so much more bigger than the other rice balls that you'll find. And also it's got 354 calories, which is a lot. Look at that, it's so huge. So when you take it out and put it on a plate, you can actually see the girth of it all. It's huge. Now, when I cut it in half here, you can actually see there's not a great deal of pork in there. It's just like a couple of pieces. So I must admit, I was hoping for a little bit more pork in there. It's kind of stuffed it back in there. There's another one in there. And you can see there's a wee smattering of chili and mayonnaise on there. But yeah, I guess it is what it is. And we've got to heat this up for 45 seconds. Back in a flash. Okay, that's me heated up. Now, if you get these rice balls, which do recommend that you heat them up, definitely get them heated up. It improves the texture, the flavor, and it just all works together because it's been designed to be eaten hot. And if you eat it cold, sometimes it falls apart or it just doesn't taste the same. So definitely get the hot ones heated up if possible. Or if you're in Japan and you're staying in a hotel, use the hotel's microwave. I'm sure they have one. This is a big boy. You can just feel it. It's huge. So as we saw in the video before, it does have 2 pieces of grilled pork inside, kind of nestling in there with some spicy mayo. But I was kind of disappointed about the actual quantity of the meat, but I suppose. But let's try and see what the flavor tastes like, eh? Now, when I ate that, one of the pieces of pork, of course, came out and is now in my belly. But basically, you're going to get 2 bites, 2 chances to have the pork. See, it's still in there. There's 1 piece still in there. And I'm coming in to get you. Now, flavor-wise, the rice itself is really nice. It's very simple, but it's cooked and seasoned with soy sauce. So it's very simple, but it's nice. The meat is really nice too. It's got a nice kind of a charred flavor, and the spicy mayonnaise is really adding a nice little kind of accent to it. So it all comes together nice. The amount of rice compared to the amount of meat is the problem. I would have wanted maybe at least 1 more kind of slice of pork in there. But flavor-wise, I have no complaints. Now, with these things here, once you take them out the packaging, so this is really designed to be eaten in the packaging. Because I'm doing this video here, I took out the package. So it's kind of falling apart. I don't know if you can see. You see it's kind of, there's like a big crack. Just to keep it together, I'll give it a wee squeeze. For a rating, I'm gonna give this 8 out of 10. It's got all the things I like, it's really good. The pork is really tasty, the spicy mayonnaise is also really good. Just the only negative thing I could say about it is, it could have done with 1 more piece of meat, and then I would have been delighted.
どうもありがとう、ミスターロボット。
Ikameshi. So this is squid. Ika means squid, meshi means rice or meal. And this is kind of a traditional one. I think this is the golden quality. This is like the higher level one, meaning in terms it's more expensive and using very good quality ingredients. So it's 278 yen, and it has the little osusume recommendation sticker on it there. So they're really pushing this one too. So let's look at the product description. This rice ball is made with rice cooked together with the rich flavors of seafood, wrapped with squid that is sweet and savory, flavored with scallop extract and other seasonings. It is a seaweed-free rice ball. And I must admit, this tea is going down really well with these rice balls. Definitely recommend this one. Now, I've seen this kind of thing before. It's like a whole squid which has been stuffed with rice, and then they cook it all together in like a soy sauce based kind of a mixture. And then they take it out and they slice it like a big Swiss roll or something, and eat it like that. It's quite famous in some parts of Japan. I'm not sure, but I'm assuming this is what this one is based on. But we have to heat it up, so let's go. And as we can see, it doesn't have the seaweed going around it. So it is, what was it they said? A seaweed-free rice ball. Now, smells really, really good. You can smell the seafood already coming out. And the color is lovely and brown. So I'm expecting it to have kind of like, you know, they talk about seafood extract or something. It's got, let me just check that again, sorry. Yeah, the rice is cooked together with the rich flavors of seafood and sweet and savory, flavored with scallop extract. So the packaging is really excellent in this one. I love the gold packaging. It says squid on the side there. It's 190 calories. It's a premium product, but it's sometimes a wee bit tricky to get open, I must admit. So it stands up really nice on the plate. It's holding its shape, which is more than can be said for the last one. And you can see there is some squid inside. It's not a great deal, probably 4, 5, 6 pieces in there. So let's give it a try. It's got all these flavors mixed into it, and you can really taste them. It doesn't have a lot of squid in there, let's be honest. It's not exactly stuffed full of it, but those, I don't know, was it 5, maybe 6 little pieces of squid? They are just oozing with flavor. I mean, take a look in there. Can you see that? There's not a lot in it, not a lot of squid in there. So as I said, I wasn't expecting a great deal from this, but very pleasantly surprised. This is the best one. I'm gonna give this 9 out of 10. A really high rating, packed full of flavor, very high quality, holds itself together, just a really good one. A bit more expensive, but you only get what you pay for sometimes, right? Okay, well, cheers, and we'll see you in the next video.